Alright, welcome back. This might be a short one. I'm going to try and squeeze it in around some of the things, but last time we were taking a crack at these caves and I got killed kind of stupidly by like an undead... it was a larger undead creature, but I feel like I could have dealt with that better. So let me see if I can get a better run on it this time. We'll say there were a couple of tricky spots. One, I think there was an ambush that came through an invisible door that I'll have to watch out for. I wonder if I can... I wonder if I can die. I was really hoping for backstab. That went a little better with the Hoarfrost Stomp. This is probably not the right direction, though. I think I needed to go through that. So if I remember correctly, there were a couple of crossbowmen. And... or maybe... okay. And then a guy with like a large... seemed like a battle axe or one-handed axe. What I want is the guy with the axe. Let me see if I can... is that him with the glowing eyes? Which means he's going to be good for some bonus XP. I'm not sure if frost works on the undead the same way. Here's what I'm going to do. Stand there and get smacked in the face over and over because I get greedy. Alright, let's try that again. That was a bit humiliating. Let's try that. See if I can be a little... no, not the horse. The lantern. Let me see if I can do that with a little more patience. I was trying to see if I could get this guy to fall off the ledge, but so it does seem like the Hoarfrost stops them from coming back to life, so that's good to know. I guess also if I have to do this 17 times, it's not the worst farming. So let me see if I can... nope. Let's see if I can get some space here. Not do this in a tunnel. He said as he then ran back down the tunnel. Still not down, though. Do I have... yeah. Okay, last time I feel like this rush did okay, except for that big guy, except now I blew it. All right, everything about that was just straight up ugly. Now, is this going to be another crossbowman, or is this going to be another big dude? He wasn't so bad. Nice, because I think there's a dungeon nearby that's going to need at least one key. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so let's see. That's good, but why? There's so many bloodstains. Okay. Yeah, those bloodstains are telling me something's up ahead here that's going to be a little tough to navigate. All right, let me see if I can follow suit. Nope, I did it. Nice. All right, so that's the boss. I wonder what else is in this cave, though. The raptor's black feathers. I wonder, there was like this sort of night of assassination that occurred. I wonder if the black feather kind of armor is part of that somehow. Yeah, I think that's the team of assassins that went after the royalty in this world. It's got slightly better magic and pierce, slightly worse some other things. It's slightly lighter. I mean, I could go for the fashion souls. Not sure there's other parts to it that... Oh, that's interesting. This helmet will replace HP. Yeah, maybe I should be looking at some of these options. I got like the black hood. That seems like... Alright, anyway, I'll stick with what I got for now. Let's see what else is in this cave. I do feel like this is going to be a tough boss run if there's no Stake of Marika. And this is interesting that there's two paths to the same... I don't believe I have enough FP to bring in Headless. And I really don't feel like making a run all the way back. I wonder if there's a way to... I don't know. Doesn't seem to be a shortcut. So let me... What am I looking at for souls? That's a decent amount of souls, but there's not much I can do. Let's see if there's anything I have that can help me restore some FP real quick. I don't think there is, but... Alright, well. Do my best. Hopefully it's not too bad. See what happens. This one's going to be... Oh, that's not what I thought. Oh, clever. Okay, so the stomp did okay. I played poorly, but the stomp seemed to have some impact. So let's see about a boss run, what that's going to involve. Now again, 7,000 souls is not nothing, but I'm just going to go for it, and whatever happens, happens, and that's okay. Is there a shortcut here is what I'm wondering. My guess says that's just way too far, but that would have been handy. Now I can skip past, but I'm going to get chased. I can skip past this. Hopefully they don't come after me. Question is skipping past this, which is going to be a total nightmare. Oop. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Hopefully the skeleton can't jump over. So let's try this proper. Get headless coming in. Get this going. And let's see how this goes. Now I'm happy for this to chase me all day. He says as he dies instantly. The idea was if I had lived long enough to complete my thought, to let Headless take pot shots. What I should have been doing is playing a lot more conservatively, holding everyone's attention. Well, I don't have to worry about the 7,000 souls now, so let's give it another shot. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that ambush through that one hidden tunnel. If you hug the right wall. Okay. That's actually not too bad in practice. Now, I wonder what the difference is between the two. Because it seems like a totally different room. It's not like there's a second door right there that I'm seeing. Oh, they sort of roll like the bone wheels in Dark Souls. Interesting. Now that seems like there's a Stake of Marika right there. I'm not sure why it's not giving me the option to... I'm actually kind of curious what's in the other door, just to get an idea. Is it literally the same fight? Then if so, why two entrances that don't seem like they would line up? I keep dealing with this guy just because I don't want to deal with him on my back. I also wonder if like in D&D, if like blunt weapons do better against skeletons. I mean, I feel like I'm doing okay damage here, but it's one of those sort of curiosities. If I were more curious, I would be figuring that out, but I guess I'm not curious enough. Yeah, let's see what the other one is, just because we're here anyway. And I'm sure I'll be making this run one more time. this one's going to be tough because I can't see. Now, the nice thing about Headless is that he can. Now, what you need here is a special torch, which I don't believe I have. Do I? Let me double check. I thought it was a special torch you need to get, like, outside the city. Now, the trick to it is that means you have to give up your shield. So what you're looking for is a... I don't think this is it. You know, I don't usually... No, I don't think this is the right torch. So I don't think I can actually... Is there another way to do this, though? Is there another way to see invisible creatures? Because without it, I'm not going to stand a chance against that Black Knife Assassin. I don't think there's a medallion that'll help. I don't think anything. Now, what I've heard, though, again, probably from my usual sources like Bonfireside Chat, is that if you can stay alive, and you can see the footprints in the water, but if you can stay alive, your add-on, like Headless, can tank the fight because they don't get impacted by the invisibility. But I am not good enough at this game to be able to do that. But yeah, you can sort of trace the footsteps in the water if you're pretty skilled and just deal with it that way. But I believe there is a torch out there that sort of lets you... And at a minimum, what that would let you do is avoid getting hit so that, again, Headless can tank the fight for you. It's interesting. I can't think of too many other areas in literally any Souls game where it leads to two separate bosses like this. So for a backstab. Doesn't seem like it did anything. Wait, where's Headless? There you go. No, don't worry about... Don't worry about them. Worry about the main guy. I feel like my backstab didn't do anything, and I don't quite get it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my better damaging sword and just skip Hoarfrost. Alright, let's see what happens. Nope. Forgot about that. Can I get rid of this? There we go. Almost missed that. Now, is there a medallion I should be using? I don't know if that's some kind of like... I don't feel like it's... I mean, maybe magical? I mean, I don't... Well, no, I could... If they let me have the back stabs, that would definitely let me heal, so... I'll stick with these. Okay, now if I could just make sure... This is tricky. I'm sitting here thinking this doesn't seem that bad, and at the same time, I'm not even getting like 25% damage on him. Like, I feel like I should be winning this fight. So let me try one more time, and then maybe I'll just mark it as a comeback when I've got the torch and I can do both. I'm not sure if I can get to the torch yet. I don't know. I might be able to, actually. Not that I'm ready to do it, but... I almost feel like what I should do is I should do a run where I just fight everything and kill them. Get the souls so I didn't totally lose everything. But souls aren't that important. Alright, let me try one more time, and then if this doesn't work, I'll sort of move on and maybe keep going up the Altus Plateau. Fumbling this for some reason. One last time. And we will definitely come back. But I'm curious why it seemed like that one backstab attempt I had on him didn't seem to impact anything. So let's get rid of this. Not that this matters. That's the advantage of having a lot of... Nope, that's... Come on. Let me survive this. Okay, so I can win. I'm going to definitely try this one more time. It's the advantage of having a lot of stamina is that you can get like 5 or 6 swings in there, proc bleed. But let me... See, I almost wish that had gone more poorly, because then I'd be walking away from it. But now that I was like, oh, I can just manhandle him if I can get it going right. He's a more nimble fighter than I was expecting. You know, you see somebody pop up in robes like that, you're thinking mage, but he, you know, countered me, got me staggered to get that crit shot in. Curious what his story is. Clever skeleton, you didn't swing like I thought you were, or I mistimed my roll, so it gave you pause. Okay, let's try one last time. Well, I said that last time, but let's see. I feel like I'm actually in striking distance and... Okay, that's where I'm going after first. Okay, I'm going to stop because this is going to get boring for you, and that was a silly way to die. I wonder if last time Headless staggered him before he got like a real spell off at first. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this one as incomplete. We'll go take a poke at the nearby one that requires some stone sword keys. Now I confess I don't remember what I was using to mark these when they weren't done. Let me see if I can find another one. Probably Kaled, right? Sword? Yeah, okay. Sage's Cave. Let's put a marker. Sword. Good. All right. Wonder where... That's the one that's in the city that we couldn't get down. There's like a rising platform we couldn't activate yet. Part of me wants to just find the map and open this thing up. That might be a better use of our time at the moment than just poking another cave. So let's see if we can head... We need to get south and around this. See if we can find the road as it comes out of here somewhere. Yeah, I think the road took us through the... I must have activated, yeah, I was going to say. Sir, I just want the loot. I don't know if I'm doing this right, if I'm like, you know, because obviously I went for dexterity overall at first. Like what I was doing is I was prioritizing damage, my damage output. And I don't know, I think I've said this before, I don't know if that was the right move when I get lit up like that. But then maybe again, like the amount of damage I'm with like 4 more in vitality wouldn't actually make that much of a difference. But it's, what it is for me is it sort of simplifies my sort of decision tree. You know, like, yeah, I've done the ones I need to do for dexterity, so I can stop thinking about it for now. Once I get vitality up to a certain degree, I can stop thinking about that for a while, you know. Now, I don't know if you remember these creatures. There was one in Stormvale Castle where you had to sort of break the stone to get the treasure inside. There's some, like, smithing stone 2s. So these things aren't a cakewalk. And as you can see here, they sort of become just a typical enemy walking around. This sort of graveyard of funeral processions. Graveyard of graves in a weird way. And I'm curious why... If it's literally just those kinds of messages. Okay, let's make our way back to the road. There's a little surprise waiting for us as we head up. I imagine there's a lot of things to pick up here because it's like the funeral caravans. That might help us respec later on down the road once we unlock that. Which I believe is something you open up at the Ryu Lucaria Academy. Here's a surprise waiting for us. You'll see in a sec. We're not going to deal with that. I think it's a pretty tough dragon. And luckily, we can just blow past it. At some point, you know, it's fun to take on the dragons, but I got to tell you, I'm not sure where you meet up with it a second time. But it's fun to take on the dragons, and there's one in particular, I think, when we went through the 4 belfries past teleporter, there was a new sort of tornado-stricken area. There's one of the toughest dragon fights is there, sort of like as an optional boss. It's one of those things, if I ever recorded it, it would be just a stream of me doing it for 3 hours while it kicked my ass, and then I got lucky once. Yeah, it's another one of those rowboats, but I'm curious why this is here. Is it just to point out the rowboat? But I do have to be careful because I've activated him. And this guy brings help, which the other guy didn't. I don't even bother with that skeleton. I don't know if it's invincible or not, but I don't bother with anything except this creature here. So what I'm doing is I'm sort of panic riding as I get myself set up, because I failed to do so. The nice thing is he takes out his own, so that helps. Again, the real trick is you just gotta watch out for that giant skeleton. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's heal. Now, I don't actually have the stuff that heals my horse. There's something you can craft, some kind of berry. Gotta get out of here because the skeleton's coming. Headless is holding up, but getting hurt. Create some space. Hopefully he takes out some of his own guys. Okay, now we've got to find out where he went. I'm not sure why I'm getting those... Oh, way up there. Not sure why I'm getting those audio hitches again. And the problem is there's no easy way to get up there. I think I got to run through the ruins. So it's going to attract all sorts of other... But hopefully create some distance from the ads otherwise. Nope. Oh, right. I forgot he would teleport nearby. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take care of... Okay, so that takes care of that. Well, that's more, it's more than I thought I was going to get. It's 14,000-ish souls. It's not bad. I don't believe this is a proper church to get more seeds and stuff in. So now I'm curious, was there something else that that indicator statue is pointing to? Again, as I get distracted. Not getting the map. Nope. That's pitiful. But there is something, so that might be worth... Looks like it's a 1 stone sword key, so maybe I'll take another crack, because 14 grand is not nothing. Oh, I totally missed that. Or did I? I must have. Not gonna lie, I don't quite know where I am. Maybe I didn't necessarily miss it. Maybe I just went the wrong, because I went up instead of down. So what I need to do is I need to more carefully ascend the ruined stairs because I need to save Headless for making a run at whatever's behind that wall. Luckily, the Mariner boss thing is gone. If I get a hold of that, I should equip a twig. So at least if I die, I don't lose the souls. I think I got one back. See if I can get it. Nope, I need to heal. There we go. I should say I want to heal. I don't need to heal. It's not that bad yet. Yeah, I just need to be very cautious, conservative. Which again, if you do those things, these games are a lot better. They're way less frustrating. I'm going to deal with him just so he doesn't shoot me in the back. So I think I mentioned I added a card to capture PlayStation video, and I still haven't been able to determine if that's what's potentially or if I had the audio hiccups before. I can't remember. Now, am I in the clear? Because if I am, did I open this? No. What I was hoping the first time is that I would have invincibility frames while doing the opening, but I don't know if that's actually a... Okay. So what I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do that. That's fine. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to equip a twig so that if nothing else, I don't lose those souls. I can level up if I feel like trying this again. Can I bring in Headless? Okay, gotta get him down though. There we go. I'll trust him. Oh, that's not a bad one. +1. That one's an interesting one. Let me at least see what it does. I think it's a magical, but it's a bonus. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to keep the twig on just in case I do something stupid, as I have been known to do. Yeah, I wonder if this is what it was pointing me toward, or if there is something even more. I mean, it seems like that's plenty, but it just seems interesting that there's a thing that usually points you towards a cave, not necessarily just ruins, which always have, well, usually have. Here's where I do something stupid. Aha, okay. It was sort of indicating there might be more. I'm going to assume there's a bonfire on the other side of this door where I can at least level up and see what's going on. I wonder if it's worth also making a trip to Round Table to pump up my weapons a little bit with the leftover souls. Nice. I think what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to allocate flasks. I'm going to do 7 too. I feel like 7's solid. Level up. We're still doing vigor. I'm going to do at least 20, if not more. And let's run back to Round Table, spend some of that extra, or you know what? Let's I have picked up. I was going to say I had some big ones. I remember. So I'm getting close to a new level there. I'm just going to blow them all. And then whatever doesn't level up, I'll use back at Round Table. Not that this next one's going to be worth much, but why not? Okay, let's level. I'm just going to go to Round Table. I can level. You know what? I'm going to do it here. Because with my luck, there'd be another weird invasion, and it would go horribly. Okay. 2 levels isn't bad, even having lost 7 grand at the beginning of all this. Now let's run to Round Table, pump up, and then I'll see if I can level up the weapons, and then see if I can find the map along that road. I guess I could also go to Iggy, the other blacksmith. He might sell more interesting, some things that might be worth it, but every time I run past all those NPCs, it's just, in my head, it's just quest lines I'm not pursuing. And
I need to warn you about something. A little while ago, someone started lurking in the wing on the opposite side of the Round Table. And I can hear, from all the way over there, the howling and wailing of spirits in fear of a curse. I can even hear the repulsive twisted malice in itself. A plethora of spirits in an unceasing cacophony.
a lot of SAT words going on there.
I can imagine how much suffering inflicted to who knows how many souls. Not even the grafting caused anything like this to happen. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please. I can hear it, the howling, and you should keep. I know you're strong.
Okay, so that's that. Nothing to do there. Let's see what we got here. I would love to get another 1 or 2 into my main sword here, but no luck. Smithing Somber 6. Okay, that's nothing there. Not even close. What about that? Nope. I don't think I can buy those yet. Can't do that yet. What about the brass shield? Okay. I'm wondering, can't remember, I'm gonna lose that. Could I do the brass shield, or did that require, it's a heavy load. Now could I get the bow? Nope. Okay. All right, let's pop back over to... Still need to do that. That's where I was going, but let's go get that map, and then maybe I'll call it. If I can remember where to get it. Maybe I could go get that torch. You can sort of see... Again, like I have a lot of comparisons to Lord of the Rings, and sort of like there's areas of like in the Rohan expansions that sort of feel like these embattled makeshift forts out in the plains. So I need to go southeast along the road. I think there's some, I'm going to try and go around. I believe there's some like giant crossbows or something over there. And then I'm immediately distracted because there's, I think, something invisible in the water. Something's coming. Now I can't tell if what I was seeing in the water was crabs waiting for me or if it was actually an invisible. I feel like there wouldn't be two balls next to each other though. That's a little ominous. Okay. This is all a distraction. This is not what I was headed to do. So again, I was going to go around that camp because I think there's some defenses there that'll make it a little difficult to just plow through. So I'm going to see if I can get up here and around. You can see I'm starting to get towards the outskirts of the city. Okay, straight ahead. Though I don't feel like I'm actually following the road. Yeah, I'm not. It seems like these things are actually guards of the... You know, it's not just random that these things are here. It's not like they're monsters having invaded. It feels... Or have they? Or they're dead bodies of other soldiers. Not that I'm... Can't tell if... Basically, I'm trying to tell if they're sort of in the employ. Sort of like cave trolls or whatever in Lord of the Rings. Take this. Another... So up here we got the... Oops, that's not what I'm looking to do. Up here we've got the map for one region. But there's another map not too far away. I might go grab that as well. Alright, so we've got the Altus Plateau. You can see we've got something going into... along this main thoroughfare. Still doesn't get us this, though, which is what I was expecting. I wonder if that gets to be like the Volcano Mountain, Mount Gelnir thing. So let's see if we can cut over and get to there. It's going to be a run. Sort of a gauntlet, so we'll see if it works. It's interesting, the sort of ghostly towers there. Just attempt fate. Hopefully this will reset everybody if it lets me. There we go. Oh. There was something there. Let's see. Was it talk to Melania? I saw Bach, obviously. We'll talk to him in a sec.
The Erd tree is close. Only a little further till the foot of the Erd tree. And the accord is fulfilled. It takes me back. I was born at the foot of the Erd tree, where Mother gave me my purpose. Though now, everything is lost to me. I have to ascertain for myself the reason for which I live, burned and bodiless.
Now, in my main playthrough, I never really got very far with Bach, so I'm kind of curious what he's going to have to say here.
The seamster, at your service, master. body to make adjustments to your garments.
Is there anything worth? I think I've already done this, so I'm good.
Going so soon?
We're gonna make a run for it. This could go very poorly, but we're trying to get through those doors. You're gonna see a couple, maybe like a horse, like that was a big... Not even 10 feet in, I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to see near the doors. There's, if you remember at the very beginning of the game, there was like a golden knight on a horseback. We're gonna be dealing with that, and that's what I was trying to ascertain where it was. So luckily it's not too far. So let's see if I can make a run and avoid those crossbows. I don't know, those trebuchets or those... I feel like it's something else. I feel like I'm using the wrong word. Try going across. Well, that's ominous. That looks like an ever jail, or is it something else? I mean, it's got the glow, but this looks like it's like some kind of meteorite impact, which is now going to kill me. Oh, falling star beast. No, forget that. Those are some of the toughest things in the game. So I'm not looking to deal with those. Those are the types of things I actually go back after I've beaten the end game and take care of. So here we go. I got past these and the falling star beast. Getting in here, making a run for it. I don't know if they come through the door. They do. Fantastic. I want to reset them if it'll let me. There we go. So it's a little cheap, but we get a double golden seed. We get a new map segment. I'll check in a second to see if that golden seed's enough to... or if we're up to 3 or 4 seeds at this moment. All right. So we're inside the main walls. You can see the map is filling in nicely. But that doesn't mean we're actually in the city. This is the way earlier in the Weeping Peninsula. That was the bridge that it took us to. So here's the city proper. You can see the Erd tree. So we're still on the outskirts, and I believe there's a merchant somewhere around here that's going to let us, I don't know where, buy that torch that'll let us see. Again, we just have to run the gauntlet through. There's probably going to be something that drops here that I'm going to have to get by. There we go. Not today, sir. Again, this may seem cheap, and it's not a typical first playthrough, but... Another golden seed, huh? 2 of them. Okay. Now that's the entrance to the city, which I don't think we're ready to go in yet. And by what I mean by that is we can't. There's a way you get in, and it's by the back door. It's not. Now this is probably going to get us killed because you can see these giants. Who is that? I'm going to keep going. It's interesting. Somebody's pursuing me like that. I don't know if that's my one chance to deal with them, but I'm going to rest because, again, I'm trying to get too distracted. Talk to Melania again.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, hear me, demigods. My children, beloved, make of thyselves that which ye desire. Be it a lord, be it a god, but should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices.
Okay, so I think that's all she's going to say. We don't have enough for another flask because we only have 2. We might be dealing with more than that now. Hopefully there's a merchant around here. I could have swore there was a merchant out here in these ruins in this field somewhere. Might be up here more. I feel like I'm tempting fate, though. Running around this area where there's clearly has been some kind of large-scale defensive fire. So I think I got to get up to that higher levels, and I think the only way to do that is to go up that path to the left. So let's just do that, get to the higher level, and see if there's anything there. Again, I'm curious about these sort of ghostly pillars that are everywhere, what they're about. Oh, hello, sir. Like, oh, what's that over there yonder? But meanwhile, you don't see the love of your life right in front of you. Okay, that'll reset everything. I'm hoping this shack is, there's a burrow like the other merchants have, so I'm hoping this is what I'm looking for.
Is someone there? A customer? Well, how long has it been?
This is what I'm looking for. The sentry's torch. So it was meant to help prevent the Night of the Black Knives stuff. So I don't know if this was created after the fact or they just didn't have it, or I'm not sure exactly what happened. But Faith 15, that's disappointing, but I do have to get it. So I'm wondering if I can hold it, but I just can't attack with it. Now that I know you can actually... Let's take a quick... Let me just see what happens when I equip it. So basically it would be instead of a shield... So all I need to do is allow me to see, you know, that assassin. But we'll have to test it out next time. Well, what we can do... Let me see if I can Nope, it's heavy as well. That's good to know. Not going to worry about this yet. Let's take a look at that note, because I neglected that in my original run. Let's see what the note says about being outside. We're missing that pivotal 5, 6, 7 area. Not sure where the notes are. don't know why I'm having trouble remembering where the notes are. Oh, here we go. Below the capital, that was new. Okay. I mean, you sort of learned that anyway, but, you know, it's good to, again, have it signpost you, offer a signpost for you. All right, so what have we done? We've gotten the maps. This is the road we want to take to get to wherever this next section of map leads, but to get there, I'm going to travel here. We'll peace out. And next time, maybe I'll just make a long run down the road to get that last map fragment, hopefully fill in the whole picture for this general area. But until then, take care. Thanks again, and talk to you next time. Bye-bye.